Hey there, David Risley here, and I was just listening to something on the radio, and it kind of got me thinking about why it is I do what I do for a living. And I'm reminded of myself when I was back in school. We're talking like still in like junior high and high school and stuff like that. Maybe you guys experience the same thing. Do you remember feeling like almost like you were in prison when you went to school? Like you were stuck there until a certain time, and yet sometimes you'd look out the window or something, you'd see the cars driving around, you'd see people walking around, and you thought that they were free. And obviously in real life, they probably had bosses, they had things going on, they had their own barriers going on, but I was a kid, I wasn't really totally aware of that. To me, they were free because they were not stuck in school, and they did not have a place that they had to be. At least that's what I thought. And I fast forward to adulthood, and you know, most people, they go to school, they go to college possibly, just so they can prepare themselves to go to a job all day long, where they basically replace that same exact feeling with a new one, and you're operating that way through your entire life. You basically have to sit there at your job from start time to end time. You're basically forced to be there. And it kind of feels like a prison. And so having a day off, it's like a moment of celebration because all of a sudden you've got freedom again. You know, when you look at it, this viewpoint that we've had it since we were kids, because I guarantee you that a lot of you guys watching this video probably felt the same way when you were a kid in school and you didn't have to go to school. And yet, a lot of us, we end up getting stuck into this mindset for our entire lives, and we end up going into a job, I just call it the job, and we're basically doing the exact same thing. We have to be there at a certain time, we have to do certain things, and sometimes we look outside the window and think, how cool would it be if I was not here right now? And why is it that I do what I do? Because I don't want to live that way. It's that simple. I do not want to live that way. I want to be able to be where I want to be, go where I want to go, and do things on my terms. And I've always been that way. And luckily for me, I've been able to find a way to make a living where I can do the same thing. And obviously I have responsibilities. You know, sometimes I have to do something for the business that I don't really particularly feel like doing. But then again, everything is dictatable by me because it's my business. So that is ultimately my motivation. It isn't, obviously I enjoy making money and all that, but you know, it's not really about that. It really comes down to the fact that I don't want to be sitting in somebody's cubicle or somebody's office and told when I have to be there and when I can leave. I'm just not that much into that. And to the end that I can help other people avoid that prison sentence, that is one of my big motivations. If you can make ends meet and avoid that, hell, it's even worth a pay cut. I would be willing to make less money if I could maintain the freedom of not being told what I have to do and when. And to me, that is really, really valuable. So anyway, that was what came to mind. I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit. And I will see you guys soon.